Welcome to the first episode of Slick Talk. My name is Tim and I will be your host. First off, I want to introduce myself. I'm a photographer, videographer, and I also do car presentation specialist on the side. I've always been passionate about the science and the art of getting better, and I've been studying, learning, and experimenting with it for quite some time. And I can say confidently that I have learned so much, and I am so excited to share my journey and things that I've learned with you in this podcast, Lord willing. So in this first episode, my goal is to introduce the concept of better and why it's important. We'll also be talking to experts in different fields, different topics, getting as much knowledge as we can from business to exercise to spirituality and so on and so forth, etc., etc. And I will be getting their perspective on the topic of better, as well as expanding my knowledge furthermore to apply it to my goal of getting better. So I ask you to sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Furthermore, I'm so excited to bring you a new episode every week. And remember to please subscribe, rate, and review the content. It helps me get more and more knowledgeable, influential, and inspiring guests on. With that being said, thank you for joining me on this journey, and let's get started. Now, how do I define better? In ancient Greek philosophy, the concept of better was closely tied to the idea of virtue, and the goal of living a virtuous life was considered to be the path to true happiness and true fulfillment. So this leads me to, why should I be better? Because the world needs you to be better, and I believe wholeheartedly that the greatest virtue for any human to partake in is to serve. So with that being said, what steps should I take to become better? And I truly believe that the most productive and longevity wise way to get better is atomic and very incremental. So I'm taking literature from James Clear's Atomic Habits, and I truly recommend anybody who is interested to read that book. I feel like it's helped me evolve in my life, and it's transformed me to do things more purposely and more productively. And I think anybody who reads it will find benefit and value in it. Now, with that being said, step one is make it obvious. You have to make it easy to start a new habit by making it highly visible. Now, this means setting up reminders, setting up triggers that will remind you to perform said habit. Step two is you have to make it attractive. Make the habit more appealing by linking it to something you enjoy or find rewarding, and this will make you more motivated to perform said habit. And step three would be make it easy. You have to reduce the friction and make the habit as easy as possible to perform. This means breaking down the habit into small, manageable steps and removing obstacles that might make it difficult to perform. And step four is that you have to make it satisfying. You have to create a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction by rewarding yourself for performing the habit. This will help you stay motivated and make the habit feel more worthwhile. Now let's dive a little bit deeper. Step one, make it obvious. Let's say you want to drink more water, but your water is in the back cupboard or in the back corner of your fridge. Non-accessible, really. Very, very difficult to reach. I guarantee you, if you moved some of those water bottles to the table where you have dinner or the table you have breakfast or lunch, if you move it there, or even if you move it to your bedside, you are more likely to drink that water. I guarantee it. Because at the end of the day, the environment you surround yourself with is what will reflect upon you. So let's say you're hanging around people who perform low value activities. Let's say they party all the time, they drink all the time, are very wasteful of their time, and cannot seem to do a productive thing with themselves. And let's say you surround yourself with these people and you're with them every weekend or almost every day, and you're hanging out, you're having a fun time. And I'm not saying that you have less value as a human, but I am saying that you are a loser and you could be better. We all could, but you especially could. Now let's say you're hanging around a group of people who go to the gym 4 to 3 times a week. They eat home-cooked meals for the most part, at least 75% of the time, and they read at least a book a month. You're more likely to pick up on those habits, I would assume. It's the law of attraction at that point. And if you don't believe in the law of attraction, you're freaking delusional. If you're surrounding yourself around low vibrational entities, then you will adopt low vibrational tendencies. So watch who you surround yourself with. So step two is to make it attractive. You have to make the habit more appealing by linking it to something you find rewarding. So let's say running. I get to run and I'm doing it because it makes me feel good afterwards. Maybe during it sucks, but after the fact, there's a sense of appreciation, gratitude that I'm doing something that's gonna better myself and be good for myself, especially in the long term. And step 3 is to make it easy. So let's say it's Monday night and you're saying you want to go to the gym Tuesday morning 6, almost immediately after you wake up. You want to go to the gym. How do we make it easier? Well, the night before you go to the gym, have all your clothes ready in your bag, the clothes that you're going to take for work, have your clothes set out that you're going to work out in, have your drinks ready, your pre-workout or whatever, your pre-workout meal, your post-workout meal, have everything dialed in and ready. So whenever you wake up, all you have to do is put all this stuff together, grab your stuff, and go. Conversely, if you say, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. Okay, it's 5:30 a.m. I'm up now. I have to get dressed. Okay, what am I going to wear? Oh, I have to have a pre-workout meal or a pre-workout drink. What am I going to drink? What am I going to eat? And is my clothes dry? Am I ready to go to work after? I'll just work out after work. Or I'll just work out tomorrow. You have to reduce the friction. Make it as easy as possible to perform said task. And that means breaking it down into small, manageable steps. Step by step by step by step by step. And then you get to the gym. And then step number 4 is to make it satisfying. You have to create a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction by rewarding yourself. So that would be, let's say, a post-workout meal. So that would be a post-workout meal. It can be something hefty but healthy. Be mindful of what you're eating. Be aware, appreciate, take your time with said meal. Now let's switch it up. Let's say you're reading a book for 30 minutes. You reward yourself with 30 minutes of video games or 30 minutes of Netflix. And I truly believe if you follow these step by step by step, that especially in the macro, you will see a huge and monumental change in your life for the better. And not just your life, but those that you surround yourself with will mirror your actions, and in doing so will improve their lives as well. So that's all for this episode of Slick Talk. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'm very grateful that you gave me some of your time. Remember that small incremental changes can lead to big improvements in your life. So start with making your habits more obvious, attractive, and easy and satisfying. And if you like this episode, I pray that you subscribe and leave a rating and review, and please share. It helps me get more guests on, or get a guest on, and helps more people discover the podcast and join us on this journey. And I hope you can follow us on our social media platforms, and follow my cousin and I, our brand, gymtops.us, and please show some support. We have some exciting things coming up for you guys. And thank you again for listening. I'm truly grateful for your time, and hopefully you will join us in the next podcast, where hopefully we'll have a guest.